Hello, dear subscribers and guests of the channel. Space Earth is the first ever chess game played between astronauts in flight and representatives of the Earth on June 9, 1970. At that time, the crew of the Soviet Soyuz-9 spacecraft, cosmonaut pilots Andriyan Grigoryevich Nikolaev and Vitaly Ivanovich Sevastyanov, played for space the head of Soviet cosmonaut training. Colonel General of Aviation Nikolai Petrovich Kamanin and cosmonaut Viktor Vasilyevich Gorbatko played for Earth. The broadcast was hosted by pilot-cosmonaut Valery Fyodorovich Bykovsky. The game was played on the crew's rest day and lasted about 6 hours, during which time the ship made 4 orbits around the Earth, from the 141st to the 144th. Communication was carried out by radio. The exchange of moves took place during the passage of the ship over the territory of the USSR. Cosmos played with white pieces and attempted an aggressive queen's gambit, but the game ended in a draw on the 35th move. Space Earth. The notation: 1. D4 D5 2, C4 DC3, E3 5 4, C C4 Ed 5, Ed KS6 6, CE3 CD6 7, KS3 KF6 8, KF3 09, 0 to 0 CG for 10, H3 CF 5 11, KH4 FD 7 12, F3 KE 1 3, G4 CG6 14, Li1 KPH 8 15, CG5 KIG 8 16, KG to Li 8 17, CE3 CB 4 18, A3C C3 19, BCC 4 20, FD3 C6 21, F3 CD5 22, CD3 B5 23, PH for G6 24, KF for CC for 25, C for BC 26, CD2L E1 27, LE1K D5 28, G5F D6 29, K D5 CD 30, CF for FD 8 31, C5 F6 32, GFK F6 33, C colon F6 plus L colon F6 34, Le 8F E 35, FF6 plus KPG 8. Draw. Grandmother David Ivanovich Bronstein wrote at the time, "This game will undoubtedly go down in the annals of the 1,000-year history of chess as the game that spread the passion for this wise game beyond the borders of our planet. Everyone understands with what excitement I'm considering the moves sent from space. It is very interesting to play the first game of space, Earth, on the board. It's easy to see from the moves that both sides love sharp, puzzling situations and show considerable courage and ingenuity in creating them. And the fact that neither side was able to gain the upper hand is evidence of the sophistication of the rivals, not only in attack, but also in defense. Chess of a special design adapted to zero-gravity conditions was used for the game. Mikhail Ivanovich Klevtsov, a young engineer, candidate of biological sciences, employee of the Institute of Aviation and Space Medicine, became the designer of space chess. Chess was needed, the pieces of which could never be separated from the board so that, as Sevastyanov joked, they would not accidentally fly into the mouth of a sleeping cosmonaut. Solutions with magnets were excluded due to sensitive devices, but Klevtsov came up with a simple and original system. His board was equipped with an extensive system of grooves, and each piece had a knot of engagement and fixation. Thus, two seemingly incompatible tasks were simultaneously solved: the constant connection of the pieces with the board and the possibility of their movement during the game. Collecting slots were provided at the ends of the board for the figures that had dropped out of the game. For a long time, this chess set board and pieces was demonstrated in Moscow in the Cosmos Pavilion at the Exhibition of Achievements of the USSR National Economy, and their author was awarded the gold medal for achievements in the national economy. Today, the original set that was in orbit is kept in the Chess Museum at the Central Chess Club on Gogol Boulevard. And another copy of the space chess can be seen in the Hall Space House in orbit of the Moscow Museum of Cosmonautics. A few months later, on November 24, 1970, the participants of the cosmic match demonstrated their unique chess at a meeting at the Central Chess Club. It was one of the most successful and crowded evenings at the club. All cosmonauts who played in the game Space Earth were accepted as honorary members of the Central Chess Club of the USSR. Follow the posts, ask questions, and share your impressions. See you on the channel. Watch my channel, like and subscribe. You will learn a lot of new and interesting things.